How's it going, guys? It's your old pal Bubba Ganoush here again. I hope you all had a great weekend. Last week I had a great time backpacking up in Pennsylvania on the Appalachian Trail. I had a couple cold nights. I had a nice rainy day as well. But you know what? It's always good to be out there regardless of what the weather conditions are. So if you watched the video, you were able to see that I debuted my brand new rain equipment. And it was great that it actually rained during that time, the fact that I just got it, so it allowed me to thoroughly test it out and to really experience it firsthand to see how it's going to perform in the elements that I'm going to experience in the future. So now that now that I was able to thoroughly test it out and see what it's all about, I feel comfortable enough to give you guys my official review and my thorough opinion about the jacket itself. So, here's my official review on the Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket. Let's go ahead and get into it. So okay guys, I got the jacket right on here for you guys. Again, here comes my official review of the Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket. I have always been a fan of Outdoor Research. They have a fantastic reputation. The engineering that they put into all their products is just absolutely amazing. Certainly I had some other great options there for me for a nice lightweight rain jacket. However, I've always been very loyal to Outdoor Research. I understand they have a great reputation for a particular reason, and thus far with the performance of this rain jacket, I have been very, very impressed, very, very pleased, and honestly, I just love this freaking rain jacket. So let me get into the details for you here a little bit. So this is called a Pertex Shield. It's a 2.5 layer ripstop nylon, making it very nice and lightweight. Only coming in at 6.4 ounces. This still provides you with a fully waterproof seal, as well as some windproof protection as well, which I think is really, really fantastic. If you come on down to the front here, it does have a fully taped zipper right down the middle, as well as it does provide a chest pocket up top here with, again, a fully taped zipper. I kind of like what they did there, how they didn't put any pockets down below here, because especially with a backpack waist belt strapped around, you're not going to have access to these pockets anyway. However, this pocket, just keeping little quick grab items. Last time I think I just kept my whistle sitting right up front here, just ready to go for me. It was nice and convenient. As well as on the interior of the jacket, you do have fully taped seams, fully sealed seams to again give you that full waterproof seal. Coming on down to the waist belt here, you do have a small little shock cord, a little cinch cord to be able to tighten up around the waist. I've noticed that this jacket, it's not a crazy long one, but what's nice is it is fairly nice and snug around the waist, while still giving you some good mobility. Last week out backpacking, I didn't have any use for that little cinch cord. I thought this was snug enough. It's performed great. However, I wouldn't be surprised in the future if I do tighten things up just to really seal myself in there. On both the wrists, you do have a little bit of an elastic here to make the sleeves a little bit tighter. Last week as well, when I had gloves on and pulled the sleeves over the top, it just created a nice snug waterproof seal. No air was able to get in to cool me down. No water was able to get in. I was very, very happy with the way it performed. So it does have a little bit of a zipper guard right on the inside up near your chin here. And I think that was really great on their part, so it reduces the irritation on your chin when you have this fully zipped up, creating that full seal right around your face line there. Last week, I had to have this thing fully zipped up. And I definitely, this definitely helped. I've had a rain jacket before where there was no guard there. And I would have to constantly zip it down just because it would scratch me and irritate me so much. So I thought that was a really nice little look on their part. It's just a little tiny flap. It only goes from about here to here. So really, it gives you just enough coverage without really adding a whole lot of weight onto the entirety of the system. If I flip the hood up here for you, so it does give you a little bit of a brim on the front, nothing crazy substantial. It still gives you full line of sight and everything as well. However, still, as you can see, it's just a small little brim. It comes out far enough to give you some of that extra rain protection. I know how frustrating it is sometimes in heavy rain, to where it's just getting into your eyes, getting into your face, and you can barely even take the time to look up. So keeping something that's, something nice and small, but still gets the job done, again, great job on their part, finding that nice balance. Fully zipping this up here for you, as you can see, it does create that nice seam all the way around your face line. Still provides some breathability, which is nice, but certainly as well, keeping that nice seal in gives you that full waterproof protection, the windproof protection, and it's still really comfortable. Coming around to the back, you can see here, it does have that nice little cinch cord, so you can pull on that and tighten up around the hood there. So it really creates it nice and snug. So when you turn your head, the whole hood is going to go with you. So it gives you some really good mobility so that you can freely just turn your head. As you can see, I'm doing full 180 degrees there, and the whole hood is moving with me. I've had rain jackets before where it didn't have that cinch cord, and every time I turned my head, I would basically be looking into the side of my hood. Obviously, while hiking, I need to have that range of motion to be able to see things around me, to be aware of things around me. And as well, just on the comfort level side of it, just to have that full range of mobility just makes this jacket really nice and comfortable. Having it be so lightweight, it feels like you're wearing nothing. It's not some thick thing where you can feel like your arms are being restricted. You can feel like your body's being restricted. Gives you full range of motion. Feels like there's nothing on you. Just overly, just incredibly impressed with this product so far. So let me take the hood off here real quick. So this jacket does pack down really nice and small. It's extremely thin, extremely lightweight, but still extremely high with the performance. Now for myself, with my backpack, I literally just crumble the thing up and stick it in. However, on my left hip here, on the interior of the jacket, and I'll show you in a second, there's actually a small little pocket on the inside to where you can collapse this thing down to be about basically the size of an index card. So it can become really nice and small. So especially for people who need to put it into a suitcase or something like that to travel around the country, travel around the world, it's going to take up little to no space. And obviously at 6.4 ounces, weighs absolutely next to nothing. So let me go ahead and actually pack it down into that pocket so you can see how small it really gets. So hopefully, if you're looking for something that packs down nice and small, packs down into its own pocket, which I know a lot of people love those kinds of things, at least it'll give you some information, so hopefully it helps you make a decision moving forward. So as you can see here, it has that nice little pocket sitting right and inside. It's simply just a little flap with a Velcro strap on there. Again, just keeping it nice and simple. If you're wearing the jacket, you need to keep your phone dry or your phone warm. This again is just a nice little storage space on the interior of your jacket there. However, its main intended purpose is to be the storage pocket for basically packing it down and traveling. So let me go ahead and stuff it inside there for you. So okay guys, there you have it. As you can see, it packs down really nice and small. It's ridiculous. You can see how this just sits in the palm of my hand. In fact, just to give you an equivalence, let me grab something here for you. This is my wallet, okay? Nice and small, trifold or bifold wallet. This is the rain jacket. So it give you an idea of how just small it packs down. It's basically like the size of half the size of a softball, essentially. Just super nice and lightweight. Just absolutely fantastic. So you can see what I mean about how you packing this down inside a suitcase or something just takes up little to no room. Just absolutely fantastic on their part. Super impressive, and it only takes a few seconds for you to essentially stuff it in there. Again, just extremely impressed with the product. Last week backpacking, obviously I had head-to-toe rain gear. Certainly in cold conditions, finding the proper rain gear is definitely essential during cold weather. And I was just blown away by the performance of the product. It not only kept me completely dry, of course, but it provided a little bit of breathability even without the pit zips and some of the vents and things like that as you see on other jackets, just because of how thin it is as some of the portals around the neck, the wrist, and the hip area. Does allow for some air to come on in to make sure you keep nice and dry and to prevent condensation from building up on the interior of the jacket. So again, for something, so 6.4 ounces still gives you the tape zippers that you would be hoping for, the elastic around the waist that you would hope for, and most importantly, the hood, the brim on the front, and that elastic in the back, which I think is absolutely essential for a high quality performing rain jacket. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gives you guys some information to aid you and assist you with looking for your own rain jacket. And if it's a product that you already had your eye on, I hope it gave you some information and I provided you with my own opinion well enough to convince you to get the product. It's absolutely something I would recommend. If you're a little bit reluctant about getting something so nice and lightweight, certainly there are some other great options on the market. However, I'm a big outdoor research fan. As a backpacker, you know me, I count every single ounce that I carry. So if I can decrease a little bit of weight, especially with my rain gear, since I don't wear them all the time, but they're always in my backpack, if I can decrease some nice weight here, it just makes a huge difference moving forward, especially in the long term. The fact that I do plan on through hiking the Appalachian Trail, I know that I got myself covered regardless of what the weather's going to be. So this retails for $159 down at your local REI. Obviously comes in a variety of different sizes, different colors, and everything as well. I would definitely recommend stopping it in, whether it's your local REI or different outfitters. Stop on in, take a look at the product itself, try it on, see how it's going to work for you. The price is really not that out of range. I think it's a great price for the quality of the product. Certainly there's some other options out there. However, for the weight, for the performance, and the price point, I definitely think this is a great quality product, something worth looking into. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket. If you guys have any questions for me whatsoever, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And as well, take a look at my video from last week on my backpacking trip so you can see how it performed in the rain. Thanks a lot again for following along, guys. It's always a pleasure talking with you. I really appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new views. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below to catch regular content. Check the links in the description to be sure to check out my Facebook and most importantly my Instagram. I always have lots more pictures on my Instagram and it's a great way to kind of communicate with some other people as well. Thanks a lot again, guys. I really appreciate all the support. I can't thank you enough. I look forward to talking to you guys again in just a couple days here. I have another review for you. And again, always feel free to ask me any questions that you might have whatsoever. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys have a great hike if you guys are going to be heading out there real soon. And as always, Baba Ganoush out.